In this video, we will be talking about the top 5 reasons you should be using Stelo Tile Builder to design dynamic Fiori LaunchPad tiles. So from your Fiori LaunchPad Designer, let's go into an example and create a new tile. So let's do Add Tile, Tilebuilder 2.0. So now we're into the Stelo Tile Builder screen. The first kind of benefit that we have, the first reason for using Stelo Tile Builder is that you get a live preview. So it's a fully integrated product that integrates into your Fiori LaunchPad Designer, and when you start to design, it's what you see is what you get type of WYSIWYG type of designer. So you've got a live preview of as you design the tile, of how the actual tile will look once you're finished. So let's give this a title and a subtitle. So as you can see, as I've put these settings in, I can see how they look on the tile. Okay, so let's move on to the configuration side. Choose a tile type. So we have a number of predefined tile types. Now I need to choose a backend service here because this is a chart. It needs data. So I want to put a chart on my tile. It needs data from the backend to be able to display something meaningful, and for that I need to call a backend service. So in this drop down, I've got a number of backend services that I can choose from. So I can simply choose the service and fill in the rest of the details. I don't need to go and set up a new kind of OData service. So when you install Stelo Tile Builder, there is a generic OData service that's installed, and once that's up and running, for any new tile that you build, you don't need to go and configure a new OData service. Stelo Tile Builder will use that existing data service. All you need to do is create a new ABAP function module at the end and choose it from the drop down, and in that function module you would write your ABAP to get the bits of data that you need, but it'll all be managed through the Stelo Tile Builder data service that's already been set up, so you don't need any of that overhead. Okay, so let's put in an input. So the third reason for using Stelo Tile Builder is when I hit refresh here, after choosing my service and giving an input, I get a live data preview. So this is went and called the service from the back end and brought the data payload back to me, and it's previewing, and I'm getting a preview here. So this will help me to quickly do all the remaining bindings because I can see what all the data elements are called. So let's so it's ex response row title, row data, and color. Okay, and as we're looking at this area, the other thing that you would have noticed is that the tile fragment on the left hand side here is being generated as I'm entering the different values. So this is the fourth benefit of using Stelo Tile Builder, is that it does all the XML for you. You don't need any XML skills, you don't need any coding skills, you're just kind of using pre-selected types and just doing the bindings basically. Okay, so now that I've put in all the bindings, I can actually see a live preview of how the tile will look with the actual data. So this is the fifth reason for using Stelo Tile Builder, is that you can actually, not only do you see the static elements of how you're building the tile, but you can actually switch to the data view and hit the refresh button here, and now you can see the actual chart. So this is actually with the data that we've got coming back from the back end, you're seeing a live preview of how the tile will look. So that was the top 5 reasons. Thank you for watching.